So Charlie Kirk was taken out yesterday by an assailant who didn't like his speech. And you might be wondering why I'm talking about this. I'm not a political channel. We'll get to that in a moment because I've been watching the darkest side of my audience for a long time without them knowing it. And I have some insights as to where things are going, I think. First, I want to start by expressing condolences and the fact that a man was lost, but he was a husband and a father and possibly a brother to people. He was a son to somebody. He was only 31. I think his parents were still with us, and everybody's hurting right now. And if you're one of those people that's celebrating this, then I'm going to say a prayer for you in my heart repeatedly because you don't have a connection to God or a creator or a soul. Nobody should be celebrating this. So just acknowledgement that a man is gone should be enough. His politics should never come into play with it. And that leads me to why I am even talking about this. Some of you guys maybe don't know who I am. My name is Steven, and I live in Vegas, and I have a channel called Not Leaving Las Vegas. And during the last 5.5 years, I've been doing live streams on the Las Vegas Strip. And we'll get to reasons why in a moment. I think I've seen the best and the absolute worst of you guys. It'll make sense, I promise. Now, we do live streams on the Las Vegas Strip a couple of times a week, Fridays and Saturdays, and we show the famous buildings. We show the best parts of the city, the worst parts of the city. We show the homeless population. We show the people having fun. We show everything. But one thing that you guys don't understand is that I watch the chats and I read the chats. And sometimes I unfortunately read the chats. I read the worst things in the world. People will troll me flat out. I have a habit of reading that chat back. But it's a funny thing, chats. Chats are funny. They're not posts, right? They're not comments on social media. They're not a post on X that you make or a reply to a comment on Facebook that you do. What they are is they're a fleeting, here right now, gone in 10 seconds kind of thing that pops up and then it's gone forever. And because it's not something that gets left on Facebook for potentially millions of people to see, people in the chats tend to be a little more loosey-goosey with what they're going to say. And boy, let me tell you, for the last year, maybe year and a half, those chats have been really toxic, really, really bad from both sides. Like, look, if you already watch me, you already know this. I'm a conservative. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Green Party, whatever you are. We'll be friends. I don't care. I have friends that are Democrats, lots of them. One of them, my man Lamont, he's one of my moderators. He's an awesome dude. We don't see eye to eye. We have little public discourse, back and forth on X, and then we hang out and chat on WhatsApp. Like, that's the way people should be. But here's the thing. I see it on both sides. I'll give you a perfect example of how bad this can get, right? We have to have moderators time people out for 5 minutes and then ban them if they keep bullying up on the other side. And it's fair to say that for a while, conservatives felt piled on for a while. I know I had somebody threaten to dox me because they went on my X account many years ago during the COVID kind of outbreak and discovered I followed some conservative creators. So they started trying to dox me until I closed that account down entirely, and they didn't get very far. But that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that is absolutely terrible, right? So when you're in the chat, people will say what's on their mind. They'll be brave about it. And we'll be on the stream on Las Vegas Boulevard on a live stream on Friday or Saturday, and we'll see the Trump Tower in the background. And before you know it, it's like, oh, Trump's a PDF blank. That's a shorthand for using a term that I can't say because of the algorithm. Please excuse me and forgive me. It's not that I'm a wuss. It's that I don't want my video severely restricted. Or we'll see somebody say that he is, the R word. Or he's a convicted felon, or he's this, or he's that. And then, of course, because they're saying that, everybody else piles in, and now we have a giant argument going on where people are crossing streams and making everybody upset, and then they're fighting and they're raging, and then nobody has a good time because the discourse has shifted so much to such extremism on both sides that nobody knows what's going on. And that's the problem, right? You have this like platform that you can go on a live stream or on this or on that. And you're not even on topic, but you feel like you're not being heard. And you feel like you're being kind of censored in your regular life and you want to be heard, so you say the thing and then everybody fights with you on it. And I see those because, again, those comments are not going to get you canceled. They're here today, gone in 10 seconds. So you get brave and you say them. And that's what I've been watching for the past 5 years. I've been watching the fights between people in my chats for 5 years. At first it was 500 people watching if I was lucky. Now it's 3,000 people watching if I'm lucky. So I see a lot of them, trust me. Running out of breath. The second thing is these algorithms on these networks. I'm telling you guys, you're ruminating in a thing. You're getting upset. Your echo chamber is reaching out to you. I have an echo chamber. You have an echo chamber. Your neighbor has an echo chamber. They may not tell you which way they go, but they have one. And the algorithm is finely tuned to bring you back into it. So what's happening right now for a lot of people is they're ruminating in this. Rumination is like just dwelling on something for an unlimited amount of time. And I made a video earlier for Patreon for free, and I said, rumination, your emotion only lasts 90 seconds from a scientific standpoint, but if you get pulled back into that, it becomes all you focus on. And that's exactly what these platforms do for both sides of the equation. If you are a liberal, you're seeing nothing but Gavin Newsom posts and Barack Obama posts and all these posts. And that's what they feed you. They feed you that post and then they talk about how crazy people on the right are. And if you're a conservative, all you see are posts by conservative creators and they feed you and they give you more. Say, here, take some more so you can watch more of the algorithm and you can see more ads that are shoved in front of you, or you can pay us for a premium subscription. And now you're stuck in that. You're stuck. You're stuck. You're actually being mind controlled because you're not even seeing both sides of the equation, right? Now you're upset. Now you're mad. Now you're emotional. Now you go into a chat. Somebody says something you don't like and you erupt against them. And for a lot of people, that's fine. They walk away from that. But for some people, they don't. And then we have extreme acts against people like we saw with Charlie. And that's the scary part. So the answer as to why I can talk about this and why I see the darkest side is because, again, people do things on a live stream they would never say otherwise, and we have to put an end to the hate. And I'm not talking about censoring people, not at all. I mean, just chill. I don't care. Say Orange Man bad, say Biden bad. I don't really care. But just be nice about it, please, because you never know who you're messing with, on a mental level. The second thing is we just got to try to do better. I think we just have to try to do better. I have to try to be better. Of course I do. I have this platform now. I got 128,000 almost subscribers, and what I say matters a lot. But what you say matters a lot too. You see, because we're all leaders. I can't stress this enough. We're all leaders. Every one of us is a leader. You may not be a leader in terms of YouTube content. You might not have any social media following at all. You might be watching this not even logged in. That's fine. But I bet you're a leader in your community in some fashion or way, shape, or form. Or maybe you're the leader of your household. Maybe you're the leader of your department at work. Maybe you're just the leader of your buddies when you guys go out to, Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game on the weekends. If you're a leader, if people look up to you, you have to do better. I have to do better. We all have to do better. We all have to try to be better every single day. We all have to leave the room just a little bit better than when we came in. Because it's when we fail to do that we enable the people who are hanging off a thread with mental illness that seems to plague us as a society. It's when we get them agitated enough that they decide that all of the things that they're hearing from that echo chamber, on that network, on that algorithm, all those things that may or may not be true, because the algorithm doesn't care if it's true, it just cares if you watch more ads. It's at that point where those people snap and we lose lives. And I don't want to see people lose lives. I just want to see people have disagreements like they used to back in the olden days. So that's what I want to say about everything today. And I love you guys for watching this video. And if I can make you just say the 7 magic words, I never thought of it that way, then that's good. You don't have to agree with me, but that's all I care. I never thought of it that way. And then maybe have a second to think, maybe see a different perspective. Maybe next time, no matter what side you're on, you don't go so hard on people, So my name is Steven. Like, share, subscribe if you're just browsing through. We talk about stuff about Vegas here on this channel. If not, pass this along to somebody that might do something for them. Much love and respect. Have a good one out there. God bless.